Corey Kluber, here's a guy, 36 years old, just a few years younger than Chris Young. He gets a deal. It's a $10 million deal with the Boston Red Sox. Corey Kluber had won 2 Cy Youngs in his career, both with Cleveland. This is a veteran. He knows how to pitch. Velocity is a bit down, but he joins this group. Sale, Pivetta, Garrett Whitlock, James Paxton. Corey Kluber rounding that out. We'll see where he fits in. But what's interesting about this is the news that came across the wire towards the end of our show yesterday, and that was Nathan Eovaldi getting a 2-year deal, a former Red Sox, chose not to bring back, and he goes to the Texas Rangers. So what do you make of this plan B? They don't keep the guy they had in Eovaldi. They give 1 year, $10 million to Corey Kluber.
This is one of those situations that we on this side of the game, we're trying to understand what the plan is moving forward. And I feel like it's been a lot of conflicting messages that we've seen with the Red Sox this year. Yes, you lose Eovaldi, you lose J.D. Martinez, you lose Bogey, and then you bring in Justin Turner. Kenley Jansen was a great signing. And then Yoshida, I think that's an amazing signing as well, because I feel like he's an on-base guy that can make a big difference in that offense. But when you're taking Bogarts out and replacing him with essentially, hopefully the same guy if all things work out, with the success you had last year, you clearly need to do more. It's like you need to keep those guys and then continue to add pieces as opposed to just replacing. But I'm curious to see what moves they still have in the making. I don't know how many shortstop options are out there anymore because everybody has signed, but it's a lot of concern on the infield with Story at shortstop. Can he handle that on a day-to-day basis? Who's going to play second? Are you missing maybe a couple bats in the outfield? There's a lot of questions that the Red Sox still have, but it's early. I mean, the spring training hasn't showed up yet, so you have to make some moves right now, but I'm trying to understand the direction that they're going.
Yeah, it's such an incredible fan base. Honestly, like we sitting here think Boston's always going to be in the mix, and they are. And maybe this is a year that they're kind of just seeing where they go. But I know this, you look at like the Cardinals, you look at Boston, you look at New York, like these fan bases, like they love their teams, right? And I don't know. I think it's a nice signing. He's from the area. You look at Rich Hill yesterday, signed with Pittsburgh. He's going back home. And, I like the move. I love Kluber. I think Kluber will add to your club because of who he is and how he goes about his business.
If they don't add another player, as it stands right now, if I made you guys give me predictions for the AL East, are the Boston Red Sox in last place?
They're probably in the same position, in my opinion, because of what I said, mainly because you haven't necessarily gotten better. You just replace some pieces that you previously had, but did you replace them with better options than what you already had in-house? And only time will tell. But I agree with Tommy right there. Yes, I love Kluber. It's just the fact that we're replacing Eovaldi. We could have kept Eovaldi and then bring Kluber.
Yes.
That's a completely different story.
You talk about the fan base. They're not big fans of rebuilding. They're the Boston Red Sox. They know what we know, and they're probably going to be picked last. The Baltimore Orioles are only getting better. That's a young team with up-and-coming superstars on the roster. This is the last-place team still, going into opening day. And I can't see fans in Boston being okay with this.
No, they're not going to be happy. This is it's amazing. Going in there, like they want to win every game, every year. And that's what's different about this direction that they're going.